Well, it's Easter. I could use a haircut, I guess. But I have an Easter story to tell you. And I'm not making this up. It was about 2008, and I had taken the families sailing to the Exumas. Now, the Exumas are the lower part of the Bahamas. You have the Abacos in the top, and then you go down to the Exumas, and they're delightful. The Exumas, oh, it's just magnificent desolation. And we left Nassau and went down to Highburn and some of these remote keys en route to Georgetown. About halfway there, we anchored at some island. It was a remote island, didn't have a name, I don't think. And nearby was another island. And we're talking about remote, like 50 miles to the nearest light bulb. The nearest light bulb, 50 miles away. So at nighttime, when you went on deck, you could see, whoa, what's that? It's the Milky Way. It was huge. It was beautiful. So there we were, anchored out in the middle of nowhere. It was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and it's Easter. It's going to be Easter. And, on board, we were on a catamaran, a sailing catamaran. It's 44 feet long, 23 feet wide, had 2 beds forward, 2 beds aft. So each kid has his own room. I had my room, thank God. I didn't have to share a room with the wife. That's a good thing. Now, I digress. So it's Easter. And we get up and it's Easter morning and it's pristine, just gorgeous. The sea is flat. There are palm trees on the island in the distance. It's really nice. And the kids are asking about the Easter Bunny. I said, well, I don't think the Easter Bunny gets this far south. Because there's nobody else around. I mean, we're the only boat on this island. There's nobody forever. So, later in the day, we decided, okay, it's about 10 a.m. Let's go to the island over there, because I bet there's some conch, maybe some lobster in some of the reef, okay? So we pile the kids in the dinghy. Vroom, I start up the engine. I was the only one on board that could start the engine because it was a magnificent 25 horsepower Yamaha. And we buzzed over there, and we go to this beach, this beautiful little tiny island. It's like, maybe 400 feet in diameter. And we're sitting on the island. It's Easter morning, and it's just beautiful. And Cody, who was like really little at the time, is digging in the sand, and he pulls up a plastic Easter egg. You know the Easter eggs, little plastic Easter eggs are about this big, and you pop them open, and there are treats inside. Cody found one of those on the beach. It was in the sand. And he pulled it up. He said, Easter egg. And he opened it up, and inside is one of these premium Cadbury eggs. Now, you have to understand, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. And Cody has found an Easter egg with a premium Cadbury egg. Now, you can't find Cadbury eggs in the Bahamas. You might find an old moldy Milky Way, and you'd be happy to have that. You would buy that and eat it because it would be the only chocolate for 100 miles. So Cody finds this egg on this remote island in the middle of nowhere, pops it open, a Cadbury egg. And I looked at Diane, the wife. I said, did you have something to do with it? She said, no, I don't know anything about this. So, well, neither do I. She said, no, you must have planned this. I said, I didn't plan this. Where the fuck am I going to get a Cadbury's Easter egg in the middle of nowhere, much less on an island in the middle of nowhere? So, I was kind of suspicious. I said, well, what? Is it really a Cadbury's egg? So we opened it up and took a bite, and oh, it was delicious. And so Noah, my older son, said, well, heck, he starts feeling around. He pulls up an egg. And then we see beneath the palm tree, there's an egg. And over here, there's another egg. And pretty soon we've got Diane and I, we're digging up our fucking chocolate. And it's an Easter bunny. He really does exist. Well, that was the joke, because where in the hell are you going to get Easter eggs on a little tiny 300-foot island in the middle of nowhere? So the kids are having the best Easter morning ever. And Cody, who was like little at the time, he said, he's real. I told you he's real. The Easter Bunny's real. This is from the Easter Bunny. And Noah, well, he didn't believe in the Easter Bunny at that time. He said, ooh, well, maybe. But we all enjoyed the chocolate. So you got to picture this. We're a bunch of cruisers in the middle of nowhere, a little 300-foot island with palm trees and neat stuff. And out of the jungle walks this handsome black gentleman in a waiter's uniform, looks like a tuxedo. He says, I see that you found some eggs. I said, yes, we found some eggs. He says, well, we put them here this morning. I said, oh. But the kids didn't hear this. We were talking to them over to the side. I said, oh, you did? He says, yes. We're having an Easter egg hunt for Mr. So-and-so off of the motor yacht Dragon. Now, this is a 180-foot huge mega yacht owned by a billionaire. So this billionaire had hired his crew to spike this island with Easter eggs. And we were on the island finding them. And he said, hey, it's Easter. Enjoy yourselves. Keep what you found, but leave the rest for us. I said, okay. And so we went back to the kids and said, we've got to go back to the boat now, like toot sweet, let's go. They said, why? I said, well, because some other people are coming and we don't want to be here when they get there. And they said, that's cool. So we all went back to the boat. And to this day, that's the best Easter morning in the middle of nowhere that we ever had. And that is the gospel truth. We had a good Easter in the middle of nowhere. And I'll never forget the look on Cody's face when he found that first egg. And I'll never forget the look on Diane's face, or Noah's, or mine. There you have it. So, happy Easter, everyone. I hope you have a good time, and I hope you find an Easter egg on the beach or wherever. Take care, and bye.